And Real Sports Live, we're in the house here at Cabinet Softball Field. Real Sports Live is in the house here. We got a 4-game set for today. And it's going to be first Corpus Christi King taking on Corpus Christi Carroll. We'll be back for the introduction after the PA does his starting lineups.
Batting fourth, the catcher, number 14, Emily Andrus. Batting fifth, second baseman, number 10, Cecilia Gonzalez. Batting sixth, designated player, number 17, Leslie Trevino. Batting seventh, left fielder, number 15, Lauren Salinas. Batting eighth, right fielder, number 5, Natalie Sanchez. Batting ninth, first baseman, number 8, Alize Rodriguez. And your flex players, number 4, Maya Acuna, playing third base. And the rest of your King Lady Mustangs. Now for your home team, Carroll Lady Tigers. Leading off, right fielder, number 22, Gabby Acuna. Batting second, center fielder, number 5, Ayla Mata. Batting third, the pitcher, number 7, Jasmine Trevino. Batting fourth, third baseman, number 9, Caitlin Mendez. Batting fifth, second baseman, number 2, Kylie Flores. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 15, Allison Garcia. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 13, Ava Sanchez. Batting eighth, shortstop, number 11, Benasia Llamas. Batting ninth, left fielder, number 8, Jewel Guerra. And your flex players, number 10, first baseman, Izzy Guzman. And the rest of your Carroll Lady Tigers.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we take this occasion to inform and remind students and fans of the proper etiquette during flag ceremonies. The United States flag is a symbol of our great country, and accordingly, all of us should honor that symbol by standing, placing our right hands over our hearts, and gentlemen should remove your hats. Remember, silence is a form of respect, and everyone should remain standing until the national anthem is played.
And Real Sports Live, we want to thank our military, all our 5 branches, for defending the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. As you can see, both of our umpires are ex-military as they stand there saluting the flag. And so we appreciate them and their families. May the Lord bless all our military families in the area and those continuing to fight the good fight for our country. So with that said, we have a 4-game set here at Cabinet Softball Field. Leading game 1 of the 4 set is the visiting Corpus Christi King Mustangs taking on the home team Corpus Christi Carroll Tigers. Tigers will be headed to the playoffs. They'll be representing the 4th seed in the district, as the district champions are the Flower Bluff Hornets, going 16-0 in district. Playoffs start this week, so let's see what festivities we have. We do have a 1-game set on Monday at 6 p.m. That's a win and in. It's the visiting Ingleside Mustangs will be here on Monday night at 6 p.m. taking on the Corpus Christi Miller Bucks. For all the Buck fans out there, once a Buck, always a Bug, getting ready to rock and roll to try to get into the playoffs themselves. So it's going to be a doozy here when we get set for Monday at 6 p.m. So leading things off right here is Abigail Garcia, number 12, for Coach Veed in her first year as the King head coach. Now, unfortunately, we weren't able to cover the game here last night, but we were in Cal Allen in the Cal Allen versus Zapata game. And so right now, we weren't able to be here for a good close game between King and the Ray Texans. Leading things off is number 12, Abigail Garcia, the center fielder. In the circle is the seniors, senior night. One of the seniors throwing to another senior, Jasmine Trevino in the circle, and throwing to Allison Garcia behind the plate. And here's the first pitch from our senior, Jasmine Trevino. Shows bunt, puts it down, and Kit Kat backhands it in foul ball territory. Sydney Barmore is on deck. Usually is the leadoff batter for Coach Veed. Is now the second batter. This is the shortstop. Puts that one foul once again also. Big shout out to all the senior parents from Corpus Christi Carroll. I remember that feeling as my daughter graduated last year, so that was a doozy going through 4 fast years. I was just talking to my son on the way up here about his high school career. Foul tip. My son is a freshman over at Veterans Memorial High School, and so once again, I'm the host of the Most Amount of the Planet, Chris V, along with Chris Isaiah Vasquez. As always said, self-proclaimed best father-son duo, tandem that is, bringing you live footage here at Cabinet Softball Field. The play-by-play and the camera, gentlemen. Enjoyed the season thus far. Now we head into the second round of the season. That's going to be the playoffs. So we'll see what kind of future we have right now, as we're going to be able to bring you some live footage here from Cabinets and maybe follow some teams around. Strike 3 called in the inside corner for out number 1. Trevino paints the corner inside. Brings up the shortstop, number 11, Sydney Barmore. Barmore puts this one down. Kit Kat gathers it, shoots to the first. Not in time. That's going to be a base hit, then an error on that throw right there. So she has a base hit. And on the air, advances on over to second. That's unusual of Kit Kat to throw it off the bag. I think she was trying to figure out whether she wanted to throw or not. And that brings up Gabrielle Garcia to the plate, the opposing pitcher to Jasmine Trevino. Swings at that first one over to Kit Kat, checks runner, throws it at first, and is in time for out number 2. The umpire was almost indecisive, was about to say safe, and then rung her up at first.
Now batting, the catch, number 14, Emily Andrews, runner on third, 2 outs.
And it brings up the catcher now. Number 14, Emily Andrews. Swing and a miss there. Andres. Couldn't really see that with the pencil writing, I'm sorry. Swing and a miss for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes on the count. Here's the pitch. Put in play on over backhanded by Anasia. She gets it. Shoots it at first. And secures the out in the deep 6 hole there. So we'll now head into the bottom of the first inning, that is. Sorry, I'm just barely getting my coffee in. And so Corpus Christi Carroll Tigers come up to bat as the King Mustangs threaten, but come up a little empty-handed. Real Sports Live. We'll be right back after this message. This is a word from our sponsors.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down and stay.
Real Sports Live, and we're back to the action. And we're in the bottom of the first inning. Corpus Christi Carroll Tigers. We have Acuna, Mata, Trevino batting, and leading things off is number 22, Gabby Acuna. On deck, as always, we always say, Ayla Mata, Acuna Mata. Acuna Matata, as we like to say. Acuna puts us down. Hit off the glove of the third baseman, that is. That's going to be an error there. So she runs on an error. But the leadoff runner is on for the Tigers. Brings up now number 5, Ayla Mata, the center fielder.
With a run on first and no outs, the next batter is center fielder number 5, Ayla Mata.
Shows bunt, takes strike one. Acuna takes off to second and is safe. So that's a strike one in there. Close play at second. We're the runner now in second. Mata flares this one up over to Barmore. Barmore shoots back and gathers it for out number 1. Brings up the pitcher number 7, Jasmine Trevino.
With a runner on second and 1 out, the next batter is the pitcher number 7, Jasmine Trevino.
Trevino over to Barmore. Barmore gathers it, shoots it at first, off the bag. So that's going to be an error right there. Throw home. It's going to get by the catcher. And Acuna comes in to score for the first run of the game for the Tigers. Jasmine reaches on an error to first and advances to second on the throw over to home, that is. You know, it's just a rule of thumb. Just hold on to the ball over there at first, run it in, and Acuna would have stayed at third. Here's now batting is number 9, Kit Kat Mendez. Takes ball on low. Two and 0, ball gets by the catcher, bounces back to her, shoots it to third, not in time. Trevino advances now to third. Hit up the middle, Kit Kat. An RBI single there for Kit Kat. Was patient at the plate and drives it to center field for an RBI single.
RBI single for Mendez. Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Tigers, Florida. Runner on first, 1 out.
Gives the Tigers a 2-0 lead. Flores delivers that to center. Center fielder comes up, converges, and makes the catch for out number 2. Kit Kat retracts back to first. Brings up now the catcher, Allison Garcia.
With a runner on first, then 2 outs. Next batter is the catcher, number 15, Allison Garcia.
Garcia gets into the first pitch, delivers that to left center, and that's going to get back. One hops the wall. Kit Kat remains on over the third. And that'll put runners now on second and third. Well, something happened right there. I'm not quite too sure what happened. I'm going to get the ruling on that, and when I get that ruling, I'll be right back to explain what happened after these messages from a word from our sponsors. Headed now into the top of the second inning.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you wanna get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staples Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staples.
And Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. And we're now headed into the top of the second inning. So the runner took off early, so the batter did not count. So she'll come up to bat the next inning. That's Allison Garcia. I just want a clarification from the umpire. Since we're so high up here in the press box, couldn't quite hear what happened. Looked like Kit Kat Mendez took off a little too early. Swing and a miss there. As I catch my breath from running up down the stairs, I didn't do a Zumama workout this morning, so I got my workout in. Woo! Strike 2 finds the corner. Trevino jumps ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Puts it in play. Guys, Kit Kat shoots it on over to first for out number 1. Just getting the scoreboard cleared up now, so I apologize for that.
With 1 out and nobody on, next batter is the DP, number 17, Leslie Trevino.
Turn it off if you want. That's ball one in there. Shot on over to Kit Kat for out number 2. Trying to get the lineup here corrected. Lauren Salinas was the one that grounded out her first at bat. And Natalie Sanchez just shot. Correction. CC Gonzalez on the ground out for out number 1. And that was Leslie Trevino, the DP, just flied ball straight to Kit Kat Mendes. And now Lauren Salinas just flared out to the second baseman for out number 3. And with that, we'll be right back after these messages. Leading things off will be Allison Garcia, who will lead things off here in the bottom of the second inning due to the fact that Kit Kat took off a little too early from first base. Real Sports Live. We'll be right back after this.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us, your hometown sporting goods store.
And Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. Allison Garcia takes her first hack at the first one, fouls out and off. Here comes the second pitch to her. Inside, a little low and inside for ball 1. Fouls that one back. Ball 2 there. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Allison. Swing and a miss, dropped, but throws her out to first for a strikeout and out number 1.
With 1 out, nobody on. The next batter, number 13, designated player, Ava Sanchez.
Brings up now the DP, number 13, Ava Sanchez, with 1 out, nobody on. Sanchez takes ball 1. Nasia on deck. Shortstop. Sanchez gets into this one a little ahead of it. Flares it over to shortstop. And out number 2.
With 2 outs and nobody on. The next batter is the shortstop, number 11, Benasia Llamas.
Nasia Llamas comes up to bat now. Number 11, the shortstop. That's not right, I don't think. Didn't see that pitch. I was writing something in my book here. Nasia flares that over to the center and quickly 1, 2, 3 retires the inning right here in Garcia. Gabriel Garcia, the pitcher for King. Now head into the top of the 3rd inning. Real Sports Live. We'll be right back after these messages from a word from our sponsors. Here come the Mustangs.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
If you wanna get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, we customize for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation, from Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can.
And Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. Ball one inside. Leading things off is the right fielder, number 5, Natalie Sanchez. One ball, one strike on the count now. Two balls, one strike. And if you're following along on Facebook Live, don't click on any other links, as those are scams. Please do not follow any other links that they put on our group, on our chat that is down there. And I don't appreciate you all putting any other chats down there in this instance. Real Sports Live is actually absolutely free due to our sponsors and our marketing personnel. Two balls, two strikes on Sanchez. Foul tip that one. On deck is Alize Rodriguez, the first baseman. And the top of the order. Strike 3 paints the outside corner there for out number 1. Brings up now number 8, Alize Rodriguez, the first baseman. Alize takes ball 1 there. Kane's Chicken has arrived. Usually feeds personnel in the press box. We might have to open up that door to give us a little chicken sandwich. Yeah, I hear the PA say, "Hey, you got some breakfast in there?" Excuse me. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss there for 2 balls, 2 strikes on the count now. Ball 3 brings it now. Excuse me. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full house. Alize puts that in play on over to second. Second gathers it and shoots it at first for out number 2.
With 2 outs and nobody on, the top of the order. Center fielder, number 12, Abigail Garcia.
Playing second base now is number 2, Kylie Flores. Has, during the season, had played first for the Tigers. Now Coach moves on over to second. And playing first right now is Izzy Guzman, the flex player. Abigail Garcia now steps in the box, the center fielder, number 12, and takes strike 1 there. Ball hit high. Kit Kat calls for it. And the wind almost played her right there, but makes the third and final out of the inning, and will now head into the bottom of the third. Real Sports Live. We'll be right back after these messages.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live. Woo!
If you wanna get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Left fielder, number 8, Jewel Guerra.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. Leading things off is the left fielder, number 8, Joel Guerra. Starts off with a ball 1 outside. Now, my son and I had a good view yesterday as we covered Cal Allen and the Zapata game, the Hawks. Gets into this one. Shot over to right center. That's going to go 1-bagger. She's going 2-bagger. And she's coming all the way 3. She checks the ball coming thrown in, and she has a stand-up triple for Guerra. Coach Cavallo's arm almost unwound and almost came out of socket as she was like waving around.
Now back to the top of the order. Right fielder, number 22, Gabby Acuna. No outs.
But that's what happens, Coach Cavallo. I'm not too sure how many years she's been coaching. I know she's been the head coach for 12 years here at Corpus Christi Carroll and very successful at it, I must say. Strike 1 in there. Top of the order now is number 22, the right fielder, Gabby Acuna. Acuna, that's going to be a little Texas Leaguer right over the third baseman's head. And she's going to go all the way to So she'll have a single and advance on over to third. Putting runners now on second and third.
The double for Gabby Acuna. Now batting, center fielder number 5, Ada Mata. No out.
Well, the PA going to mark that as a double because she's a continuous running all the way to second, so we're going to give her a double on that. Mata flares that on over to second. She shoots it on over to first. Mata is out, but a run comes in for Mata, RBI. Like an RBI. Well, it could be like a sacrifice, but she put it in play. Advancing Acuna now on over to third.
With a runner on third and 1 out. The next batter is the pitcher, number 7, Jasmine Trevino.
Ball one in there to Trevino. Now batting at number 7, Jasmine Trevino. That is the pitcher. Trevino fouls that one off just a bit ahead of it. It's crazy how the camera goes like that. But it's the angle we're at, and we got to be very careful with the pole. That the way they're building these stadiums now, they put these posts right in the middle. If those two posts weren't there, we'd have an amazing view right here. We still have a great view from here from the press box, and we're appreciative of CCISD allowing us to come to the press box. Because if we were outside where we normally are the past couple years, it'd be really windy, and you'd hear like last night's game. A lot of wind coming into the mic. 1 ball, 1 strike on the count now. Trevino fouls that one off. Almost takes off the Nike swoosh off Coach Gavero's shoe there. One ball, 2 strikes on the count. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one off. Now goes to the other Nike swoosh of Coach Gavero there. Forgot to put that run on the board. Put that up right now. 3-0 right now lead for the Tigers. Trevino trying to add to it. That ball low in the turf. 2-2 on the count now. Coming up, game 2 will be Victoria East Titans taking on Corpus Christi Moody. The Titans have arrived. Moody should be here shortly. Well, the umpire now puts up the fingers of 1 ball, 2 strikes. I had 2-2. Trevino gets into this one. That one goes back to the left fielder. She makes the grab and a sacrifice RBI right there. For 2 outs. And a run comes across.
With 2 outs and nobody on, the next batter is third baseman, number 9, Caitlin Mendez. Just reminder fans, we have met our Kings challenge for this morning. So as you leave the ball game, you will be receiving a buy one get one free combo, box combo from Kings.
Now batting number 9, Caitlin Kit Kat Mendez. Takes ball 1 there. Two and 0 on the count now. Shot up the middle to Barmore. She gathers it, shoots it on over first, gloved it, and got up and shot it on over to first for out number 3 of the inning. And now heading into the top of the 4th inning with that. Here come the Tigers up to bat. And Real Sports Live, we'll be right back. It's a 4-0 lead in favor of the Tigers.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us, your hometown sporting goods store.
And Rio Sports Live, we're back to the action. Barmore leads things off. Sydney Barmore, that is the shortstop. Attempts at the first one, takes strike one there on the attempt. Comes inside with a curveball, starts in the middle in, and just a bit inside, brings the count now 1-1. Flared on over to second. Kylie gets it. Not in time. A little hesitation there on Flores. Tried to get it out of her glove. Just couldn't quite get it out. And Barmore throws off the wheels right there for infield hit. You guys call that an error because it was bobbled, correct? Yeah. So it should have been an out. So it's going to breach on an error. Now batting is the pitcher number 1, Gabriel Garcia. With a runner on first and the error.
Runner on first, no out. So next batter is the pitcher number 1, Gabriela Garcia.
Swing and a miss there for strike one. Swing and a miss there for no balls, 2 strikes. Gabby stays alive by fouling that one back. Mustangs trying to get back in this game right here. They do have a runner on after the error. And so what they're trying to do is just get some hits, compile some hits together. It's 3-1 in favor of the Tigers. But there's 3-2 on the errors, where the King have 3 and the Tigers have 2. So it's a foul ball. Let me see what happened. Oh, he's going to call her out. It's a strikeout. But she didn't catch it. So the runner could have gone probably to second on that pass ball since it was a drop, strike 3.
The runner on first and 1 out. The next batter is the catcher, number 14, Emily Andrews.
Emily Andrews now bats. She hits that sharply over the shortstop Naja's head. Mata cuts it off, but it comes out of her glove and wheels on over into the left fielder and Jewel Guerra. Ball's brought in. Now you have runners on second and third, that is. So Emily with a single advances on over to second after the error. And Barmore will advance now to third. Now, if Barmore had advanced on over to second after the drop strike 3 there, she could have scored right there coming in from second. You know, it's just heads up little things like that you got to do the small things. Excuse me. to get the things rolling for themselves. But with one out, you do have runners both in scoring position. And that ball's put in play. Kit Kat gathers it, checks the runner, shoots it on over to first. No, they're going to have a rundown at home, and she's tagged out. She even pump faked me out and gets Barmore at third. Good heads-up play by Kit Kat Mendez. I mean, that was just a heads-up play. I mean, she fooled me. I'm just going to put hands down right there. Fielder's choice reached there by Ceci Gonzalez.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. The next batter is DP, number 17, Leslie Trevino.
And with now 2 outs, runners on second and first now. Brings up the DP, Leslie Trevino. She shoots that on over to Nasia. Nasia gets it. And delivers the out. So that will end the threat by the Mustangs. Has had opportunities to bring some players in, some Mustangs, back into the stable, but just couldn't quite do that here as the defense comes together for the Tigers and they end the threat. But we're now headed to the bottom of the fourth. Carroll Tigers coming up after this.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live. Woo!
If you wanna get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, we customize for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage featuring.
Rio Sports Live, we're back to the action in the bottom of the fourth. Kylie Flores leads things off. Flores goes to the first one. Nice catch there by the center fielder there for the Mustangs. As she gets on that thoroughbred and comes in and catches that one right there. Center fielder is Abigail Garcia, the leadoff batter there for the Mustangs.
Number 15, Allison Garcia.
Sister Kylie talking to Sister Garcia over here. Kylie and Allie discussing the matter there. Telling Allie, calm down, relax, and hit this ball hard for me, sister. You can do it. Takes ball one there. Ball two there. Two balls, no strikes in the count. She gets into this one, hits it high in the sky, and that goes into foul ball territory. It's weird how when the camera goes like this, it's like.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a Canes foul ball. Please bring that foul ball to the press box for a Canes coupon.
Two balls, one strike on the count now. Three balls, one strike. It's a hitter's count right here for Allison Garcia. Three balls, one strike. And that'll be ball 4 right there. Put a runner on her first. Brings up number 13, Ava Sanchez now, the DP.
You gotta see it on with the ball.
And there'll probably be a pinch runner, a courtesy runner that is, for the catcher. And that's going to be number 17.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 17, Justice Garcia.
Justice Garcia.
Now batting is the designated player, number 13, Ava Sanchez. Runner on first, 1 out.
Umpire writing down his notations right there as Gabby's off the rubber right there. Ball 1. Justice takes off to second now. Ava is 0 for 1 right now with her first at bat. Looking to get a base hit in this game, and this inning, that is. There's a pitch. Ball 2 up high. Takes ball 3, is dropped by the catcher. Justice retreats to second. And he's going to call that a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike on the count now. Hitters count, so anything close. Gavieto's telling her to hack at it. Gets inside on her. Pop fly on over to second. For out number 2.
With a runner on second and 2 outs. The next batter is the shortstop, number 11, Benasia Llamas.
Benasia Llamas now comes up to bat, the shortstop. With 2 outs, runner on second. Takes ball 1. Bit inside right there, ball 2. Two 2-0 on the count. Nasia flares this off the end of her bat over to first base and for the third and final out, so the Tigers are unable to bring her in. Now head into the top of the 5th inning. Real Sports Live. We'll be back after these messages from our word from our sponsors. And the King Mustangs coming up to bat.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
If you wanna get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball, Your hometown sporting goods store since 76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
And Real Sports Live, we're back to the action.
Mustangs in the top half of the 15. Left fielder number 15, Lauren Salinas.
Lauren Salinas leading things off. Flares it on over the short, and it's called safe at first. Infield single as Nasia charges that ball. Just quite couldn't get to it fast enough. It was a slow roller off the end of the bat.
Single for Salinas. Now batting is the right fielder, number 5, Natalie Sanchez.
Ball one taken there. This is Natalie Sanchez now, the right fielder batting, number 5. Strike one. Outside corner there. Fouls that one back. Brings count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just outside, Allison shoots it at first, not in time. Brings the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Off the inside of her glove and charging that ball. Allison Garcia almost bulldozes the umpire right there to get to that one. And that's what catchers are taught to do, no matter who's in her way. To just do what you need to do to make that catch. And she almost makes the catch. Brings it 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just off the corner there. Trevino thought she had that one. Big old smile on Jasmine's face. And like, Coach, I painted the corner. And the umpire says, I beg to differ. I make the call, and it's a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the count now, and here's the pitch. Comes inside. Fouls that one off. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out, number 1, with a runner on first.
With a runner in first and 1 out. The next batter is the first baseman, number 8, Alize Rodriguez.
Alize Rodriguez now batting, the first baseman. Foul ball. That caroms off her front foot. Good call there by the umpire. He's on it. As it caromed off her front foot right to Jasmine. Had so much top right English, Jasmine couldn't even gather it out of her glove there. Right back to Trevino. Trevino just short to Nasia. Nasia gets it, shoots it at first, and not in time. But they do get the lead runner there. So Alize reaches on a fielder's choice.
with 2 outs and runners on. First, the next batter, the center fielder, number 12, Abigail Garcia.
Top of the order now, number 12, Abigail Garcia, the center fielder. And I'm telling my son, I think we're going to have some home runs today with this wind. Foul ball caught just in foul ball territory. Good call by the umpire. Right on it. Quickly puts up his hands and calls foul the proper way. I've seen some umpires where they don't do that really quick, and the runners are in effect. They're going full gear. Players could get hurt, so it's preventative maintenance. So I like how the umpire is proactive there and immediately calls a foul ball. No balls, 1 strike on Garcia. Here's the pitch from Trevino. Shot over to Kit Kat. Kit Kat goes right in Coach Feed's face and makes the catch, and Coach Feed just has a big old smile and says, man, great catch. Kudos to Kit Kat. So with that, that'll end the threat for the Mustangs, and we'll now head into the bottom of the 5th inning. Real Sports Live. We'll be back for the Tigers.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live. Woo!
If you wanna get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, we customize for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports.
And Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here in the bottom of the 5th. Jewel Getter leading things off, the left fielder. Getter puts in play on over to third. Third gets it, shoots it on over to first, and is in time for out number 1. Third base over there is the flex player Acuna. And the hot box. Now batting is number 22, Gabby Acuna, the right fielder. She takes strike 1 there. Hits it off the end of the bat. Catcher goes back. Great hustle there by the catcher. That's Emily Andres, and she did correctly everything. Taking off the mask. Takes off her mask quickly, finds the ball, and then makes the catch for out number 2 here in the 5th inning. Now batting is number 5, Ayla Mata, the center fielder. Mata flares that into center field in the Texas Leaguer single for Mata. Leads things off with 2 outs. Brings up to bat now the RBI producer, Jasmine Trevino. Now Trevino coming into this game. Takes strike 1. Mata is taking off over there. Is now at second.
Base for Mata after a base hit up the middle. Now batting is the pitcher, number 7, Jasmine Trevino. 2 outs.
And Mata takes on over third now. Trevino with a shot to left center, goes back, and it is gone. A 2-run blast for Jasmine Trevino with 2 outs. And more especially on senior day. Nice little celebration there. Dad and Mom are happy over here as I look at John and his wife. Happy for Jasmine, the MSU commit.
For senior Jasmine Trevino.
And, I mean, it was an absolute bomb. I could hear it, and takes off her bat and is gone. So congratulations to Jasmine on that great hit.
Now batting, third baseman, number 9, Caitlin Mendez. 2 out.
Strike one in there. Kit Kat backhanded by Barmore. Barmore shoots it at first, not in time. And she's on with a single.
Infield single for Mendez. Now batting, second baseman, number 2, Kylie Flores. 2 outs.
With 2 outs. Kylie fouls that one off. Ball one in there. And I was just telling my son with this wind on this windy day, we're going to see some bombs, and that was an absolute shot. That's going to fall in there with Flores. She's going to go one. It's a single, and it's an RBI single for Flores. With 2 outs now. Mendez comes around to score. This time Mendez did not take off early.
RBI single for Flores. Now batting is the catcher, number 15, Addison Garcia. Runner on second. 2 outs.
It's a ball one, and Kylie advances now on over the third on the bobble there at home. Now her sister comes up to bat, Allison Garcia. Garcia is going to be looking for her first hit of the game now. Her first at bat, she did get a base hit, but because of the fact that Mendez took off a little early, her bat was avoided. Brings the count now 1-1 on the count now, with the runner 60 feet away for her. Allison looking to drive something right here for her Tigers. Oh, that's a shot off the third baseman. Let's make sure she's okay. We got time. Real Sports Live. We'll be right back after this.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
And Real Sports, we're live. We're back to the action. Kudos
Designated player
to
13,
number 4
David
there,
Sanchez.
Maya Acuna.
Runner on first.
One tough cookie right there as she took a shot off her shoulder, and it was a laser beam shot by Allison Garcia. Hit no glove and hit her right in the shoulder area. But thank God she is okay. For the safety of our kids is first and foremost. And Maya is showing off how tough softball players really are. I would have been crying it on the floor. I'm just going to say that right now. So kudos to Maya showing me up. Back in my playing day, I would have just said, Coach, take me out right now, please. Justice Garcia comes in to courtesy run once again. Advances to second. Now batting is Ava Sanchez. Sanchez, shot up the middle. That's going to be a base hit, RBI single for Sanchez.
RBI single for Sanchez. The runner on first and 2 outs. The next batter, the shortstop, number 11, Venesia Llamas.
Brings up now the shortstop, number 11, Neja Llamas. (9-0) lead for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. Sanchez advances on over to second on the swing and a miss pass ball. Now, if Neja's able to get this run in, that would end the ball game right here for the Tigers, putting up 10-0 in 5 complete innings. Neja fouls that one off with 2 outs. Neja trying to end this game here for her Tigers. And stretch. Swing and a miss, throw to first, and is out. So that'll end the inning right here. But damage is done. We'll now head into the top of the 6th inning. And with that, here come the Mustangs. Real Sports Live. We'll be back after these messages from a word from our sponsors and the Mustangs.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live. Woo!
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Real Sports Live. We're back to the action here. Apologize. I was talking to Big John Trevino there, talking about his daughter's home run and how he went a couple miles to go get that home run ball. Barmore hits it off the end of the bat. No one's there at first. Barmore with another infield single.
Infield single for Barmore. With the runner on first and no outs. The next batter is the pitcher, number 1, Gabriela Garcia.
So back to John here. A good friend of mine, him and his wife, good peoples, and they're very proud of Jasmine as she's done an outstanding job here at Carroll High School. And now we'll be moving on into the D2 rankings of the Midwestern State University up in Wichita Falls. Swing and a miss by Gabrielle there. Garcia just needs to settle down. She's 0 for 2 right now. She's looking for her first hit of the game. Trying to do something to help her team back, to get back into this game right here. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Allison throws it down to first. Speaking of Allison, she'll be attending Our Lady of the Lake University this fall. Kudos to her dad and her mom. Good peeps also, good friends of mine since travel ball back in the day. And now these young ladies are maturing and have to go off to the college ranks. So congratulations to all the young ladies in the area going on to the next level, as it's not easy in any particular sport, that is. Emily Andrews now batting, the catcher. Shot over to Nasia. Nasia over to second, just quite threw it a little too hard there in the air. And that'll put now runners on the corners. So on the air, Nasia just needs to settle down, get the ball, and sort of maybe just walk the dog on over to second. Just a little too hard throw there to Kylie Flores.
Corners and 1 out. The next batter is the second baseman, number 10, Cecilia Gonzalez. Pinch runner at first base, number 7, Miranda Piñon.
Miranda Piñon now steps in there to run at first for Andrews. Now batting is Ceci Gonzalez with 1 out, runners on the corners. Swing and a miss there. And no one advances right there. Coach V trying to coach her girls to say, hey, you see that bubble over there at home, you got to take off to second. Now, Coach V has been very energetic for this King Mustang in her first year as a head coach. So kudos to this young lady, good friend of mine also from the travel ball days. Great to see these young ladies step into the role of head coaches. And she was an actual ex-Carroll Tiger herself. And then went right here down the road to the Islanders. Played some D1 softball. CC pops that one up high in the sky. Kylie calls for it and secures the out, number 2. Now batting is the DP, number 17, Leslie Trevino. Ball one just off the plate.
Player, number 17, Leslie Trevino.
Puts it in play. Nasia gets it. She's going to shoot it on order first. And is in time for out number 3. And we'll now head into the bottom of the 6th inning. Now in this situation right here, if the Tigers are able to get 1 run on the board, that would be the ball game. So we'll see what happens. Real Sports Live and the Tigers coming up to bat.
The Lady Mustang in the top half.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
And Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here. Leading things off is number 8, Joel Guerra, the left fielder. Takes ball one inside there.
Now batting to left fielder, number 8, Joel Guerra.
Two balls, no strikes. Guerra gets to this one, foul ball territory.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Canes foul ball. We return that foul ball to the press box for a Canes coupon.
Fouls that one back. Now he evens up the count 2 apiece. Two balls, 2 strikes. Now it's a full house. There are 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's ball 4. She'll walk and put a runner on nowhere at first now.
Guerra on with the walk. Now
Brings up now Gabby Acuna.
Right fielder, number 22, Gabby Acuna. No outs.
Acuna bunts that one down and is going to be called safe at first. So now that puts runners at the corners. And that brings up Ayla Mata with no outs.
Infield single for Acuna. Now batting with runners on the corners and no outs. The center fielder, number 5, Ayla Mata.
And now with runners in corners 60 feet away, the winning run. And Ayla Mata, the ball is in her hands. Actually, the bat is in her hands to try to win this game for the Tigers. She hits that into foul ball territory over into the Moody Trojans. Game 2 is set right here for you. Victoria East visiting, taking on Corpus Christi Moody. At 2 o'clock will be Victoria West taking on Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. And ending the nightcap will be Gregory Portland visiting against Corpus Christi Ray. And the 4-game set. Mata trying to end the game right here for the Tigers. And here we go. Gabriela gets the pitch. Ball's going to be flared over to foul ball territory. Makes it no balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. Fouls that one back. No balls, 2 strikes. We're just laughing at Victoria East Titan. One of the players brought up the foul ball for the Canes. Mata flares this up high to the sky to the first baseman, and she makes the grab for out number 1. Brings up now Jasmine Trevino. Now Trevino can help the cause out, bring in an RBI, and end this game for the Tigers.
Number 7, Jasmine Trevino.
Let's see what you do. Now, if you were to walk her in this situation, you have Kit Kat right behind her. And, I mean, that's a heavy bat right behind another heavy bat. So, Trevino takes ball 1 low in the turf. One for 3 today, Trevino. Stolen base. Trying to force a throw down to second so that we can get this ball rolling for Acuna. That's Acuna stealing second base. 3-0 on the count now on Trevino. I think Trevino's eyes are lighting up. She wants to end this game for herself. Checking coach, hey, do I have a green light or not, Coach Cavero? And let's see if Cavero gives us a green light. I think I would in this situation. She wants to try to end this game. Here's the pitch. Trevino hits a shot to center, and the play is caught. And that's going to be a sacrifice fly, and that will be the ball game, folks. Trevino ends it with a sacrifice fly to center field. For out number 2.
Final score on the board.
And Real Sports Live, that'll be the ball game. The final score, 10-0 in favor of the Tigers.
That starts this coming week.
And with that said, the Corpus Christi Carroll Tigers will head into the playoffs as the 4th seed. And we'll be back for Game 2 of the 4-game set. Victoria East will be taking on Corpus Christi Moody. Real Sports Live player of the game goes to the pitcher, Jasmine Trevino, in this situation here. At the plate, she ended up going 1 for 3. Correction, 1 for 4, but had that 2-run blast, had 3 RBIs, and the winning RBI that was to seal the deal, and ended up with 5 strikeouts in the circle for her Tigers. So with that said, that's the Real Sports Live player of the game. We'll be back for Game 2 of the 4-game set here shortly. We're going to go get an interview from Jasmine Trevino, and let's see what happens as we move forward in today's contest. Have a good day until next time.